We live in a world that sells us a very specific lie. From the moment we enter school until we retire, we are told that if we are kind, soft, and understanding, the world will be kind to us in return. We are taught that taking the high road means staying silent, hoping that karma will sort things out. But let's be honest, look around you. That isn't how the world works. In the real dynamics of power, whether in a corporate boardroom, a social circle, or a negotiation, pure, unfiltered kindness is often read as weakness. It's blood in the water. Over 500 years ago, a man named Niccolò Machiavelli sat down in exile and wrote a brutal truth that most people are still too afraid to admit. He warned us that a man who wishes to make a profession of goodness in everything must necessarily come to grief among so many who are not good. Think about that. If you are playing by the rules of saints in a game played by predators, you are not a virtuous player. You are a victim in waiting. When someone disrespects you, when they interrupt you, undermine you, or treat you like an option, and you respond with a lukewarm complaint or a passive-aggressive sigh, you think you're keeping the peace. You aren't. You are signaling that you are safe to attack. You are training them to mistreat you. Today, we are going to dismantle that behavior. We are not looking for inner peace. We are looking for effectiveness. We are going to apply 4 specific laws from Machiavelli's The Prince, adapted for the modern social battlefield. Because you only have 2 choices. You either learn the protocol of power, or you continue to be a stepping stone for those who have. The first thing that happens when you are disrespected is biological. Your heart rate spikes. Your face might flush. You feel that sharp, hot urge to defend yourself, to explain, to raise your voice, or perhaps to cry. This is the moment you lose. Machiavelli wrote in chapter 18 of The Prince, "Everyone sees what you appear to be, few experience what you really are." Understand this. Your reputation does not depend on your inner truth. It depends entirely on your external projection. In the realm of power, perception is reality. When you react emotionally to disrespect, you are handing the other person a receipt that says, "You got me. Your attack was successful." If you get angry, you look desperate. If you look sad, you look vulnerable. So, the first law is the mask of virtue. When the insult lands, you must do something unnatural. You must freeze your facial muscles. You do not frown. You do not fake a smile. You become a void. This isn't about suppressing your emotions for your own health. Feel whatever you want in private. Scream in your car if you have to. But in the arena, you must be unreadable. Instead of anger, you must cultivate the most powerful aristocratic weapon in history: disdain. Disdain is different from anger. Anger implies that the other person is your equal, that they are important enough to disturb your spirit. Disdain says, "You are so beneath my level of competence that your insult is merely a confusion on your part." Imagine you are a CEO and a toddler throws a toy at you. You don't declare war on the toddler. You look at them with a mix of pity and indifference, and you go back to work. That is the look you need. Treat their disrespect not as an attack, but as a cognitive error they made, because they aren't smart enough to know better. When they cannot read your face, they cannot predict your next move. And nothing terrifies a manipulator more than the unknown. Now that you have controlled your face, you will feel a burning desire to set the record straight. You want to snap back with a clever line you saw in a movie. You want to win the argument right now. Don't do it. Machiavelli famously used the metaphor of the beasts. He said, "One must be a fox to recognize traps, and a lion to frighten wolves." Most people try to be the lion too early. They roar, They threaten. They announce, "I won't tolerate this." But by declaring war instantly, you give your enemy time to prepare their defense. You show them your cards. If someone powerful disrespects you, do not fight them immediately. This is where you become the fox. Use dissimulation. This means you might have to smile. You might have to agree with them. You might have to play the role of the friendly, harmless observer. This is not weakness. This is camouflage. While they think they have dominated you, you are gathering intelligence. You are watching. Who are their allies? Who are their enemies? Where do they make mistakes in their work? What secrets are they hiding? You are buying time. A war fought in the open consumes your energy and resources. A war fought in silence costs you nothing but patience. Never attack when you are angry. Anger makes your aim poor. You strike only when the math is on your side, when you have identified the trap, and when you know, with absolute certainty, that you can win. Until then, play the fool. Let them underestimate you. As Machiavelli knew, there is no greater advantage than being underestimated. Eventually, the time for the fox ends, and the time for action arrives. But how do you strike? This is where most people fail. They choose the middle path. They make a sarcastic comment, or they do something mildly annoying to get revenge. Machiavelli issues a dark warning in Chapter 3 regarding this exact behavior. He writes, "Men ought either to be well treated or crushed, because they can avenge themselves of lighter injuries. Of more serious ones, they cannot." This is the law of the definitive response. It is binary. When you are dealing with an opponent, you have two options. Option A is to caress them. If this person is too powerful to fight, or if they can be useful to you, you absorb them. You turn them into an ally through strategic praise and utility. You make them feel so safe and dependent on you that they wouldn't dream of attacking you. You kill the enemy by making him a friend. But if that is not possible, if you must strike, you choose option B, annihilate. Now, we are not talking about physical violence, obviously. We are talking about professional and social capability. If you decide to hit back, you do not hit softly. You do not leave them with a bruise that will heal into a grudge. You strike in a way that removes their capacity to harm you again. In the modern world, this means exposing their incompetence with irrefutable data in front of their superiors. It means using the bureaucratic or legal system to block their access completely. It means cutting the social tie so absolutely that they cease to exist in your universe. The rule is simple. If you leave your enemy with the power to reply, you haven't won. You've just started a war you might lose. So, be kind or be definitive. Never be in between. This brings us to the final piece of the puzzle. How do you stop disrespect before it even happens? What is the aura you should project? There is a classic debate. Is it better to be loved or feared? Machiavelli answers that while it is nice to be both, it is much safer to be feared than loved. But wait, don't misinterpret the word fear. In the 16th century, fear meant the threat of the dungeon. In the 21st century, fear translates to respect for competence. People disrespect you because they view you as harmless. They view you as replaceable. You cannot demand respect by shouting, "Respect me." You impose respect by demonstrating that you are dangerous. Dangerous in the sense that you are essential. You want them to fear the consequences of losing you. You want them to fear the gap that would exist if you weren't there to solve the problems. However, there is a catch. Machiavelli warns that while you should be feared, you must avoid being hated. Hatred is what destroys leaders. And what generates hatred? Arrogance. taking credit for other people's work, being frivolous, humiliating people unnecessarily. The law of prudence dictates that you build a fortress of competence. You are the one who delivers results. You are the one who keeps your word. You are cold, professional, and fair. When you are highly competent, you don't need to be nice. People will respect you because they need you. That is a far more stable foundation than love. Love is fickle. People fall out of love easily. But necessity? Necessity is iron. So let's look at your new reality. The next time someone disrespects you, and they will, you are not going to react like a wounded animal. You are going to run the Machiavellian Protocol. Step 1. The mask. Total stillness. Deny them the satisfaction of an emotion. Step 2. The calculation. Ask yourself, does this person have the power to destroy me? If the answer is no, you apply the noble disdain. You look at them like a confused child, and you turn your back. You don't even offer them the dignity of a fight. If the answer is yes, you become the fox. You smile, you dissimulate, you bring them close, and you wait for the moment they expose their neck. And step 3, if you strike, you make sure they cannot strike back. Stop trying to be the good person in a bad story. Stop trying to buy affection with submission. The world does not reward intentions, it rewards outcomes. It is time to take off the costume of the victim and put on the mindset of the strategist. Because in the end, you will either be the player moving the pieces, or you will be one of the pieces being moved. The choice is yours.